Grow your own, eat your own. It's not hard, you can do it. Grow your own, eat your own. It's not hard, you can do it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Hey everybody, Lady Cheryl here, and I just want to welcome all of you all to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are blessed in North Texas that it's about 20 degrees cooler this morning than it normally is this time of year. And that is because a cool front came in and rainy weather last night, and I think early this morning. So I'm blessed that I don't have to water anything today. And I'm also blessed that I can get some work done while the weather is cooler. So in this video, I'm going to share some things with you. One, I'm going to share with you an update on the okra bed that I made last week with the help of my grand angels, Brian and Bria. I'm gonna let you see how it's doing. Nothing but seedlings that I grew in that little bed. And also I'm going to share with you how I pulled up everything that I needed to in the 2 garden beds where I harvested my tomatoes from. And I'm going to share with you how I am getting those beds ready to transplant more seedlings for my summer as well as my fall garden. Also, I'm going to share with you how I freeze tomatoes so that I can can them when the temperatures get cooler in the fall. And I'm going to share with you how I freeze my green beans so that I can also pressure can them in the fall. Okay, don't forget, as I always say, grow your own, eat your own. It's not hard. You can do it. Let's get started. Okay, guys, here's that last bed that I put in front of my shed. And you can see that the 5 okra plants are standing up nice and tall. And the 4 eggplant, one in every corner, is doing well. I didn't shade it because I knew that it had shade from the shed, shade from the trees here, and on this side as well. So I think that they have transitioned very well, and we should be harvesting okra very soon from this area. So I'm pleased to let you know that everything turned out all right. I wasn't really concerned about it. I was just a little apprehensive about if I can grow it here without putting in shade cloth, but everything is doing well. Okie dokie. Now what I'm going to do is, from this point where the eggplant seedling is to this point where this one is, I'm going to put some seeds down of marigolds on both sides and right here in between the 2 eggplants. So in other words, it'll be a border of marigolds around these plants. I'm going to go get those seeds now and do it. I paid 2 cents for these seeds at a dollar store on sale. I bought these in 2018, and so it's an experiment starting seeds this late, but it's okay. If they make, they make. They don't, they don't. And these American seeds that you get at the dollar store, you don't get a whole lot in the package. So I'm just going to sprinkle. Well, I sprinkle too much. These will go on the other side. So I'm just going to start putting them where I told you. Just going to press softly into the ground. These will grow about 12 inches tall. Will help repel aphids that attack okra. So I'm putting them a few inches apart, maybe about 6 inches. I'll put those up there so I can use on the other side. And you don't have to go down deep, about less than a half an inch. And the ground is still a little soft from the little rain we got last night and early this morning. Okay, so I'm going to go all the way around here, and I'm not going to waste time letting you see me do that. I'll just do it off camera, and then I'll move on to the next project. Okay, here are my 2 raised garden beds. Right here, here's one, and then here's one. And this is what I want you all to see. I pulled up all of the tomato plants, okay? And for the last 2 days, I power washed the roots, because if you've been with me for a while, you know I had knotted roots in here that are caused by a non-beneficial nematode that you can't see with the naked eye. And it makes a fungus, and it starts to eat on the roots, and it makes little knots. I'm gonna see if I can find one. Here it is. Now, that's not bad at all. That means that there are very few non-pathogenic bacteria, fungus, or nematodes in this bed. But you always want to keep looking, because when I thought I had gotten rid of it before, it came back because I got too confident. So this will not be composted, but I saved most of the good soil. So that's all I really want to show you today about these beds. And I examined those roots to make sure that I didn't have that many nematodes still eating away at my roots, because it loves okra. It attacks okra and eggplant very well, especially okra. So that's what's going to be growing in these 2 beds. I'm not going to videotape showing you how I just bag up these roots for the garbage, but I want you to know that's what I'm going to do. And then when I get ready to supplement the soil in these 2 beds, I'll share that with you, as well as how I'm going to put these seedlings that you see right here, and more that I'm going to start today in these 2 beds for my summer and early fall crops. And I also will show you how I will start filling those olas, those unglazed pots with the green caps on them. They're buried inside of those beds. And even though I know I don't need to use them in the spring, I get them in position for me to use in the fall when it's over 100 degrees almost every day. Okay guys, here's my harvest of green beans. Nice. I've been just putting them in the refrigerator. I'm getting ready to blanch them. Of course, I'm going to snap them and pick them and clean them and all that good stuff. And then I'm going to blanch them. They're going to turn a bright green. I'll get rid of stuff like this that had a little bug issue. And I'm going to blanch them and put them in the freezer. And I'll show you how I do it. While you're snapping your beans, bring a pot of water to boil, a large pot. And then you're going to put your beans in there and let them boil between 3 to 5 minutes. While your beans are blanching, go ahead and get your ice water filled in your bowl. I'm putting mine in the sink because it's easy to drain it and start all over. This has been here about 2 minutes. The ice is melting, and now I'm getting ready to get my green beans out of the pot and immediately plunge them into this water to stop the action of it. As you can see here, the beans turn a bright green. So you want to get them in there, plunge them in there quickly to stop the action. So this is cold because my hand is freezing. Okay? Then you're going to let them drain. And then just bag them up without the ice, of course. So here are the parts of the beans that will go into the compost. Anything that looks yucky, we don't save. Okay, so we have about 6 quarts of beans. And I didn't put what they are on the label because we can see that they're green beans. And when I add the meat to them, this will be, each bag will be 2 quarts. Okie dokie. And here is some ham. that my friend gave me, and I chopped it up. I think I shared it with you before. So when it's time for me to either cook this or can this, all I have to do is just take these little packages out. But I'm certain when it gets cooler, I will be pressure canning these green beans. Here's a jar of my green beans. You can see straight through them, super clear. These were processed October 2016. Unbelievable, but they last a very long time. How I freeze my tomatoes is very simple. I don't remove the core, I just remove the stems. Any bad part of the tomato or blemish, I will remove that after I wash them, and I just put them in a bag. And when it's time for me to make my soups, sauces, paste, salsa, or spicy tomato jam, I process the tomatoes at that time. You do not have to pre-blanch. And since I'm an organic gardener, all I have to do is rinse them. And in the freezer they go. I don't even date them because I don't keep them in long. These will be processed in about October. And here you can see some of my tomato sauce and tomato juice. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I love you, and God loves you too. Bye now. See you real soon.